Moods. With the ongoing pandemic, it is well understood that anxiety and depression are the two common mental conditions that the world is going through, and according to World Health Organization, depression could be the top health concern by 2030. So it is not surprising that researchers are now finding new ways to reduce the impact of mental health rather than depending on the present methods like medications and therapies. Coming to think of it, brain is always active 24/7, as it takes care of our thoughts, actions, breathing, and our senses even while we are asleep. This means it needs constant supply of fuel, and it also means from food. The type of fuel is important as it affects the structure and function of the brain, and so also our mood. Just as food or diet is important in the management of common diseases like blood pressure and heart-related issues, so is the same with mental health, as indicated from some recent studies. So there is somehow a link between what we eat and how we feel. Nutrition is important for physical growth, and so is the same with mental health, and both are intertwined. Scientists are now studying on mental health as related to food through 3 ways. 1. Studying specific dietary patterns that affect mental health. 2. Studying on specific nutrients that can affect mental health through biochemical substance and how it alters our brain chemistry. 3. A link between gut health and mental health. From the preliminary studies, it does show that what we eat impacts our mood, energy levels, and depressive symptoms. The relationship between diet and depression is bidirectional, which means that a poor quality diet will result in depressive symptoms, and the concerned patient will have a tendency to eat less too. Again, eating disorders arise due to anxiety disorders, where anxiety disorders are developed prior to eating disorders, which itself shows a relationship between nutrition and anxiety disorders. Coping with anxiety can be tough, but if you watch what you eat may help, and paired with therapies may help. Just as any expensive item which you pay the price for due to the premier ingredients utilized in their making, similarly our brain too needs fuel that is abundant in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that nourishes the brain and manages the oxidative stress that is produced as a result of the oxygen used that can damage the cells. Several studies have shown the relationship between a diet high in refined sugar and processed food with impaired brain function and worsening body's regulation of insulin. Let's see the importance of some nutrients that boost your moods. B vitamins, which include all the ranges of this vitamin, will promote mood-altering transmitters that are chemicals which will communicate with one another to perform their function. This is available from all vegetables, whole grains, legumes, and poultry. Vitamin D activate the gene expressions of the enzymes producing dopamine and noradrenaline, and it is well understood that any low amounts of these are associated with mood disorders. This vitamin can be derived from fatty fish, eggs, and fortified milk. Antioxidants are popular for their function in preventing oxidative stress and cell damage, which will eventually lead to conditions like depression and anxiety. These are found in all the colorful fruits and vegetables, and the more the colors used, the better will be your consumption of antioxidant-rich produce. As we all know by now that omega-3 is necessary for healthy cell membrane and neurosignaling, a diet that includes fatty fish like mackerel and salmon or chia seeds will be beneficial. Fiber, a highly complex produce of complex carbohydrate, is necessary to upkeep our gut healthy by producing good bacteria, and as claimed by researchers, these good bacteria produces most of the serotonin, a neurotransmitter that affects the mood, regulates sleep, and promote appetite. Minerals like magnesium, zinc are also necessary for a healthy brain. Tips on planning your diet. 1. Have a breakfast that has protein to keep you full and maintain a steady blood sugar, and at the same time provide the energy for the day. 2. A diet with whole grains through lunch and dinner will increase the release of serotonin that will keep you calm through the day. Avoid all refined carbohydrates, processed food, and refined sugar. 3. Keep yourself hydrated by sipping throughout the day, and let it be plain water or lemonade with little or no added sugar. Limit intake of caffeinated drinks and alcohol, as it can make you feel jittery and anxious at times and sudden mood changes. Lastly, try having a healthy balanced meal from all food groups, and try not to overeat, as this may cause discomfort. Sharing meals with people or sitting down together as a family for meals have found to have psychological, social, and biological benefits for people. It gives a sense of rhythm and connectivity with friends and family, and in the biological terms, sitting upright will aid in digestion and prevent from quickly finishing your meal. Family meals. Not only changes in dietary patterns but changes in lifestyle, like improving sleep habits, social support, stress-reducing techniques, and regular exercises must be adopted for an improved physical and mental well-being. If the situation of anxiety or depression is too much where it interferes with your daily activities, it is advisable to seek therapies like psychotherapy, and coupled with diet and lifestyle modification will help. However, simply changing the dietary pattern may not help with changing mental health, and it may not be the frontline therapy as yet, but with further research and studies we may be there. However, a healthy diet is still the journey that every client will have to take up irrespective of physical or mental health, though they may not be able to see the correlation yet. Dietitians may play a role in helping clients by choosing a wholesome range of food and avoid all inflammatory causing food. However, clients who are already not in the perfect state of mind, care should be taken, and the first step will be to listen to them and their needs and emphasize on self-care, which includes mindful eating, moods,